Hey rockers, it's Punky here and welcome to another video. Today in this video I'll be doing the 21 Pilots book tag. And this book tag consists of 10 questions that are all related to 21 Pilot songs. So let's go right into it. Question number 1, Stressed Out. What is a popular book that you have always wanted to read for a long time that everyone has been talking about? A lot of you are probably going to be really mad at me for this, but I have not read the Selection series, but I really want to. It's just like, it's never available. So many people are reading it that I can never even get my hands on it. I know a little bit about it, so it sounds kind of interesting, but, you know, it sounds good and I would want to read it. Question number 2, Car Radio. Name a book that contained issues you felt you connected to on a personal level. I think this is going to have to be Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell because, like, when you're in a fandom, this book is just such a good representation of that, and how Kath how she is around other people and how she acts. It's just so relatable. When you're being a, sorry, it sounds so dumb, but being a fangirl. Question number 3 is Ride. Name a book that you wanted to never end. This is so easy for me. Oh my gosh, I literally cried. I'm not joking. When all of Cassandra Clare's series ended, The Mortal Instruments, I died. I literally died when it was over. It was just, I didn't literally, but you know what I mean. It was so sad. Like, it was just so good, and I was so sad it was over. And then when The Mortal Instruments finished, I was so sad. And then I'm happy, of course I'm happy that, the Infernal Devices, not Infernal Devices, what am I saying? The Dark Artifices is coming out with Lord of Shadows, which I'm so excited. Like, I am literally so happy. I cannot wait. I'm just so happy. Because those books were, they're so good. She's such a good writer, and like, she's probably my favorite writer. Question number 4 is Holding On to You. What is a book series that you have loved since your childhood? This one is also pretty easy, and I feel like it should be the same answer for everyone, but of course Harry Potter, because I mean, it's like the best-selling book series of all time, and it's always going to be into my heart. It's just you don't even know. If you haven't read Harry Potter, drop your device, leave, and go read it now. It's just, everybody should read Harry Potter. They're just such good books. Question number 5, Tear in My Heart. Name a book that made you feel all the emotions. This is a draw between, like, I'm gonna do a different book that I've done earlier because for sure I would say Clockwork Princess, because like, if you haven't read that, either you need to read that too, because like, that made me feel all the emotions. But I'm not going to repeat books, so I am just going to say that it was Mockingjay. The 3rd book in the Hunger Games series. Oh my gosh. It was so happy, and it was sad, and it was mad. Like, you don't even know. Like, when certain people die, I'm not going to spoil anything, but a lot of people die. And then there's like a kind of happy ending, but like, can't necessarily want it to be ended. So it's just so sad, okay? It just made you feel all the feelings, okay? It's fairly local. What is your personal favorite underground book or series? I don't really know if this is considered a underground book or series or unpopular, but I'm just gonna say it is, since it hasn't been like turned into a movie or anything. Uglies by Scott Westerfield. I never remember how to say his last name. But this, if you haven't read Uglies, it's a good book series. A lot of people have read it, but it's of course not as popular as like Harry Potter or The Hunger Games or any big book series. But it just gives you a really good view on, like, society and how it pictures people. It's a really good read if you have not read it. 7. Ode to Sleep. Name a book that was full of twists and turns and kept you on the edge of your seat. This is gonna have to be Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. This book, I'm just saying all the books are really good because they are, but this book, it had so many plot twists. I read it a long time ago, so it was really good. Like, you were like on, I'm saying that in air quotes, on Maven's team, and then you're on Cal's, and you're like, but I kind of like both of you. And then you're at the end, you're like, nope, never mind. So if you've read that book, then you'd know what I'm talking about. But it's a really interesting book with, it had a lot of twists. I read it in like 2 days, which, I mean, it's nothing to brag about, but it was just, plot twist kept you on the whole time. Question number 8, Goner. What is a book character that you fell in love with from the beginning? Once again, this one's so easy. William Arendelle. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, from the Infernal Devices, if you do not like Will Arendelle, you just leave. Like, we can't be friends. Like, he is probably my favorite book character of all time. He's just so perfect, and like, you people do not understand. A lot of people hated him at the beginning because he seemed like such a jerk, but the whole time I'm just like, I like him. And then when I found out about the curse, once again, in air quotes, I was just, I feel so bad for him. He just has this girl that he loves, and I just love him so much. Like, it's hard to explain. He's just, I don't want to spoil anything, but he's a good character for Tessa, of course. That's all I'm gonna say. Question number 9, Migraine. What is one book that gave you a headache to read? Oh, God. Okay, so remember back like 2 questions ago when I said one of the books that kept me on was Red Queen. One that did not keep me on was Glass Sword. That is the sequel to Red Queen. And, oh my gosh, it was so... I could not even finish it. It was just nothing compared to the first one. It was so repetitive, where they'd do one thing and then they'd get caught, and then they'd do it again and they'd get caught. It was just so repetitive, and nothing, it didn't flow, and it didn't have any movement or kept me interested. So yeah, I was sad to say that I didn't finish that book. Question number 10, we don't believe what's on TV. What is a book that you love that most people seem to hate? Okay, so, don't get mad at me. I'm not saying that I love this, but I think it's okay. The Twilight series by Stephanie Meyer. It was actually, I'm not into romance novels, of course, so I was just in it for like the action. So, I mean, a lot of people hate it because of the love story, but I liked it because of the action, like the storyline behind the love story, and I thought it was actually okay. So, a lot of people say they hate it, but you know. Well, that is the end of this 21 Pilots book tag, and before the end of the video, I'm going to tag 2 of my friends. I am going to be tagging Flip Dip Games and Addie the Panda. I hope you guys take on this book tag and tag somebody else, because this was actually really fun. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. It really does help a lot. And hit that subscribe button if you're already not subscribed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Punky out.